Hi guys, how you doing? Come in and join us. I have got some pretty cool stuff I'm going to cover today. I am going to, well, first of all, whose kids are back at school now? So I live in Perth, WA, Sally Galvin. I live in Perth, WA, and most kids are like things are opening up over here. Never felt so grateful to be part of, or just live out of. Hi guys, how you doing? If you're jumping on, give us a thumbs up and let me know. I can't see who you are. How you doing? Give us a thumbs up and tell me if you guys can hear me all right and you can see me okay. I have never felt, who lives in Perth here? Where are you guys coming in from? First of all, who lives in Perth? Or who lives in, where do you guys live? And are your kids back at school yet? And how are you feeling about that? Because that has, it's been like a tear for me. So where are you guys from? Tell me where you're from, where you're watching in from so I can see. I think the comments will come up. So tell me who you're from, where you're from, and what's going on there with you guys, with your children. Because my passion is creating grounded, resilient, well-adjusted children, and I'm a mum of 4 boys. And I always wanted 4 boys when I was, and sometimes you get what you want. So my 4 boys are all back at school now, and I am missing them. I really am missing them. I'm missing the interaction and the constant, the relationships getting built at a deeper level. I really am missing that. But you know what I'm not missing? I'm not missing the mess. I have to be honest. I am not missing the mess. You're from Perth. Hi, Ronaldo. How you doing? Nice to see you. So you're from Perth too. Are you a parent? Have you got children, or have you got children in your life? And are they back at school? And how are you feeling about that? I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that I have felt over this COVID-19 social isolation, shut down, all the kids at home, is I've really had a look in, and I've got a really good, because you can't get away from each other, okay? Can you? So I've had a really good ability to see what social and emotional positives we've got within our family, within each of my children, and what social and emotional areas need working on. It's been a good magnifying glass, and I reckon, give me a thumbs up and tell me if that's true for you. If your children, if you've noticed a weak spot in one of your children within something socially, something emotionally, maybe they're more nervous than you realise because you're so busy. Maybe small things tick them over a bit quicker than you actually realised because life's so busy. We were so busy before COVID. In fact, one of my aspirations is to not get back to that crazy ass busyness. That is one of my steadfast, non-negotiable rules that I'm going to do as our children are back at school. I'm missing my kids. I am missing them, but I'm not missing the mess. So tell me if that's true for you guys. I have, when I've been speaking in groups or talking with in different platforms, I'm finding a lot of the parents are feeling the same. And a lot of the kids, my kids have actually, for the first time in history, been excited about going to school. How's about that? Even 2 of them that really hate school, they are excited about going to school. But what I have realised is, what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is I'm going to cover 3 main areas in Mind Mastery. So the Mind Mastery Project is a program I've put together. It's a short course, and it teaches it teaches parents and children how their mind works, and then how we can use that to our advantage to grow socially and emotionally and to reach our full potential. How to become truly inner, self-confident, resilient. So that is the end result at the end of Mind Mastery. But I've got 3 main things I'm going to cover. I'm going to talk about neural pathways and overcoming anxiety. I'm going to talk about the conscious and the subconscious mind and how that shapes our world. And then I'm going to talk about flipping your power. So they're the 3 main things that I'm going to talk about. But to start with, has anybody got a better understanding of the good stuff that's going on emotionally and socially and You know, like with our children, we realise actually that child is really confident in this, or this child is really lacking confidence in that. I've found it myself. So one of my boys I really did think was thriving, to be honest, in his own inner self-esteem. But after COVID-19, I realised that he's really dependent on another brother to get anything, to do anything, to try anything new. His actual self-belief of himself isn't quite as high as I thought it was. And so I'm a MindFit Kids expert, yeah? And my own children have got positives and negatives and strengths and weaknesses. So I know it's happening everywhere, and this is what I'm trying to help. Well, this is what I am helping. So the first thing I'm going to cover is how your mind shapes your world. It is your conscious, our mind is split. This is backed by science, neuroscience. So we know more about neuroscience now than we've ever known. We know more about the way the mind works from a molecular, cellular level than we have ever known. Even less than cellular, it's electrons, neurons, protons, electrons. And we can understand now that the mind is split into two pieces. So we've got our conscious mind and we've got our subconscious mind. Now, our conscious mind is the part of the mind or part of the brain that we use to make our decisions or to think in the front of the mind. So 1 + 1 is 2. That's our conscious mind. Our subconscious mind is the programming sitting in the back of our mind that is always running. So I explain this to the kids like an autopilot section of an aeroplane. So you've got your pilot and then you've got your autopilot. The difference is an autopilot in your mind, your subconscious brain, never turns off. And so the programs, it's like a computer, right? The computer programs running in the back of your mind, in your autopilot, in your subconscious mind, if they are programmed to make a positive difference in your life, then anything you decide here, it matches up and off you go and you achieve great things. But if for some reason there's something programmed in the back of your mind that is not in alignment with what you were thinking, then your plane crashes. And so that is the importance of understanding the two areas of the mind. And even just in understanding that, that's half the battle. And so when you go into Mind Mastery, we give you some step-by-step, as parents and as kids, things to help you reprogram your subconscious mind so that your conscious mind and your subconscious mind both talk together. And so understanding the way the mind works is such a powerful tool. That's one of them. The second thing is anxiety. So many people, so many children, there is rising levels of anxiety in children all over the world, especially in Western society and in Australia. So 8 Australians every day take their lives. That's just absolutely crazy. Like, the suicide rate is on the uprise and we don't even know the numbers here in Australia now. Like, COVID's just blown it out the water. We'll see what happens. We really can't, we don't know. Nobody knows. We're in uncertain times, yeah? The only thing we're certain about, hi, you guys jumping in, how you doing? Tell me where you're jumping in from. I'd love to know where you guys are all jumping in from. Hey, Julie, I know where you are. You're in Donnybrook. Hi, Shoal, how you doing? I don't know where you are. Tell me where you're jumping in from. So, neural pathways are the understanding of neural pathways and how they are created and what they do helps with anxiety. So neural pathways are like, and it just so happens I have a map behind me, 2 cities on the map and it's opposite. 2 cities on the map and a road between them. That's the neural pathway, okay? So if we can teach our kids how neural pathways are created, and they're created when we do something, it creates a neural pathway. When we think something, it creates a neural pathway. When we've never done anything, if we're attempting something new and there's no neural pathway, our brain goes into scaremonger or into shock or into flight mode where we might get killed, okay? And our mind's natural reaction is to go, and that's where anxiety comes from or nervousness comes from. If we've not done something before, there is no neural pathway or not a very good neural pathway, then our body, our natural flight mode, our body's natural reaction is to create anxious thoughts or anxiety. So the hack for this, and we go deeply into this in Mind Mastery, the Mind Mastery Project, is an ability to visualize. So the hack for that is if we visualize doing that, even if we've not actually done it, if we visualize it, our body thinks we've done it. And it creates a neural pathway. And if we keep visualizing it, then back it up with affirmations, back it up with gratitude, dust it with gratitude as well. But just starting with the main thing is visualization, we can trick our body, our mind, into thinking our body's done it before, and so then our anxiety reduces. So there is a little nugget for you guys for nothing. We cover it deeply in the Mind Mastery Project, but it is a key. It's key to reducing our anxiety levels. We can use it in sport. We use it in sport, in high-level sport all the time. You use it. And Julie's son, I'm sure he uses it plenty of times when he flips that bike in the air. So I'm sure he's really nervous when he first does it, but his neural pathways are set so that he knows what to do as he's flipping that thing 3 times in the air. The only person in the world to do it. Like, amazing. Phenomenal, man. Phenomenal mum, Julie. So, neural pathways. And the hack to anxiety is visualization. There's lots more to that. That's just a touch of it. That's just a start. And if we can just learn that and just do that, that'll make a difference. Make a big difference. And then the last thing I'm wanting to talk about, the third thing, is flipping your thoughts. So flipping your thoughts is one of the key attributes to being the ultimate optimist. And anybody that has achieved anything in their life on any scale has been optimistic to do it. Okay, so they've believed that it could be done. Anybody that has gone and done anything on a grand scale, any of the big names in business, sport, community, anything, any leader has an optimistic outlook on life. They've mastered the art, they've mastered the mind in flipping their power from a negative to a positive. And we cover that really deeply. And I use an example of a little girl that is, she's blaming everybody else, and she learns to flip her power and stand in her power. And the result from that is she achieves so much more and she's happier. So that's what we want to do, is achieve and be happy. So flipping your thoughts is one key thing. So if we can run a few triggers or set up some things that remind us, geez, I wonder if I'm thinking negatively, or I wonder if I'm thinking positively, because the power of a positive mindset is so powerful. So flipping your thoughts. So that there is the third thing. So we've got the conscious and the subconscious minds. We have got and how they need to be on the same page to achieve your goals. Then we go into neural pathways and how to overcome, and the hack to overcome anxiety, and that's with visualization. And then the last one, and this is just a touch on it, is flipping your thoughts. If you go through a program, well, that's what the Mind Mastery program does. It goes through a program, teaches you. Hi, Jane, how you doing? Hi, Richard, how you doing? If you go through a program and it teaches you how to flip your thoughts from a negative to a positive, you can do more, be more, have more, and give more. And so can your children. And so if somebody had to put a program together like this when I was a little girl, I would be so grateful. Because it arms our children with the tools, whether they choose to or not, to master their mind and then master their universe, like master their life. If you can control you can do more, be more, give more, and have more and give more. So there's a link in here, and I'll pop it in the comments below, to access, first of all, my free Creating Resilient Kids toolkit. It's just an outline, and it's some really good stuff, and it keeps you as a parent in alignment with creating resilient kids. And you can use that as like a supermarket shopping cart. You can use some, not use some, the choice is yours. Every child is different and every parent is different. So that's the link down below. And if you follow on through, you'll have access to Purchase Mind Mastery, which I've got at a really cheap price at the moment at $97. So the Mind Mastery project is a deep delve for children, a deep delve into understanding how their mind works and how they can use that to their advantage. To do more, be more, do more, have more, give more, to reach any goal that they would like to, whether it is in sport, whether it is in business, whether it is in music or arts, or whether it is just reaching a good level of inner happiness, belief and fulfillment in their own self, because all we want is our children to be happy. So there it is, and thanks for watching, and I hope that helps. Thanks you guys. Ciao for now.